What a bad evening for Manchester United fans. Na leo niko na fan mmoja hapa, so frustrated. We were watching the game together. Actually, the guy is not happy. I want him to tell us why. What's the problem? What's the problem with Manchester United? Stevo, mambo?
Poa sana.
Uko poa? Uko sure uko poa?
I can't say I'm fine.
Yeah.
Apparently. How can I be okay after what has just happened? Yeah, it's so frustrating.
What do you think is the problem? You guys getting 5-0 against Liverpool is a very, 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 very bad day for you. What do you think is the problem?
You know, this is a Northwest derby.
Yeah.
A fixture that matters the most.
Yeah.
Man U vs Liverpool. We are at home. Honestly, getting trashed by a margin of 5-0 by a Liverpool side. Yeah, Liverpool side right now, I know it's on form.
Yeah.
But there's no excuse to whatever we are doing. The biggest problem we have right now is the coach. Honestly, it's high time that the board do away with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We need a coach that can get the better and the good side of all the players. We have quality players. We have Pogba, we have Ronaldo, we have Bruno Fernandes, just to mention the few. This is a squad that when you give it to a good, well-established coach, somebody like Zinedine Zidane, Thomas Tuchel, Jurgen Klopp, you know these guys are doing with other, and we even made signings to make matters worse. And it's just so frustrating, actually.
Actually, it's been a tough game there. We had Leicester, they beat us 4-2. Last game we were lucky.
Very lucky.
3-2 against Atalanta. Next game we are facing Tottenham. Another after Tottenham, Atlanta again. After that one, I think Man City.
As in, it can't get any worse. Let me tell you some. It can't get any worse. For the next, we've had around 8 fixtures. For the next 5 games, I don't see unless something changes along the way. But it's high time we now get contented. Peter Dury said, Man United fans should just get contented with whatever they have right now. We are not a decent club anymore. We are no longer a decent club. If you can, just look at the game we played the other game. We are conceding cheap goals. Very cheap goals. Look for the game where Vardy scored. The moment we've just equalized against Leicester, this guy went on a counter-attack, and the next thing we've been thrashed 4-2. Against Atlanta, that game we were just lucky. We were lucky, and it's a good thing when you have a big player like somebody like Ronaldo who can change the dynamics of the game at any time. We managed to win 3-2, but it was an escape. Coming to Liverpool game, this is just there's no excuse with this, and now you see even players are getting frustrated. You saw Cristiano Ronaldo kicking the other Curtis, who was it? Kicking King Jones. That is now the frustration at a whole new level. For me, and even the fans at the first half were walking out of the Old Trafford, because if you could even see Sir Alex Ferguson, as in it's everybody right now is just frustrated with this shitty team. Right now, just to be honest, we are a fucking shitty team. And Ole, it's high time that Ole goes, man.
So for you, problem is Ole.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Like we have quality players. What do you think? Like, is it the strikers? Is it the midfield? Or is he not playing his part, choosing the team? Or what is tactics? Or what do you think is the problem?
Actually, Ole doesn't even have tactics. He's just going to unaanza kubahatisha. Let's try this lineup and see what goes. We are playing 2 CDMs. Sir Alex Ferguson said, you don't start with your best players on the bench. Why will he bench Pogba over Fred, honestly? Fred has had a lot of mispassed passes. We couldn't, the funny thing is, in the 3rd minute, Bruno Fernandes has a chance, which when we could have scored that goal, it will have changed everything. The next minute, we are caught on a counter-attack. I don't know if Maguire's fitness, how is even Maguire our captain, honestly? He had a mix-up with the Luke Shaw, and the next thing, Salah scores a hat-trick. No player has scored a hat-trick in Old Trafford, honestly.
So, Manchester United fans, I've heard most of them are complaining about Fred, Maguire. Do you think other players would be like, let's say Van de Beek or maybe Bailey? What do you think? Should they be given a chance, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's give these other players a chance, I think. Ole Gunnar doesn't have his own starting 11. He's just trying to see which player fits where. It's high time we get these players, we get a decent first 11. Now this is the first 11 that we're sure this is the team we'll be playing against these big teams. It's what hurts most. Like we signed Donny van de Beek just the other transfer window. Donny hasn't been the starting 11 for this season. And this is a player who was the player of the season for Ajax. That season that they won, they were knocked out by Spurs in the Champions League final. Quarterfinals, actually. So the problem is Ole Gunnar should get a good starting 11. A first 11 that understands. And the players are playing with their hearts, definitely. Yeah. But now, I just don't get it anymore, man. I just don't get it. It's frustration.
We've seen Rashford coming back after from injury. What do you think is the future for Sancho? We've seen, like, today the guy didn't play. What do you think is the future for Sancho, of which we signed him with a lot of money? What do you think?
It's been a slow start for Jadon Sancho. 7 games, 0 goals, 0 assists.
But most of the time the guy is not starting. So do you think it's game time, or what's the problem? What's the problem?
Sancho went and played in the national teams. He gave 2 assists. Yeah. Then came back to Manchester United.
So do you think he's not contented in Manchester United?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. This team, everything about it is just so fucking messed up. So if I was Ole Gunnar, by the way, right now, the best thing I could have done, he's our legend. Yeah. We totally respect him. The best thing Ole Gunnar can do right now for us, just to get the fuck out of the club. Just retire. That's the best thing Ole Gunnar can do, honestly. Because with whatever he's doing, with the childishness and the, I don't know, whatever he's doing even. This is not a football, honestly. This is not the game. This is not the Manchester I fell in love with. And I've given myself, from now on, I won't be watching the Manchester United games, because now this is heartbreak, man. It's even more than heartbreak. But
so Steve, the last question. Yeah. If Ole continues staying, where do you think Manchester will be at the end of this season?
We will be in the bottom 10, surely. Because, like, when the season started, people, we were very excited because now this is a new season. We've got the Ronaldo signings and the Sancho signing.
But, Ole was there. Ole was still there.
Ole was still there. Arsenal were beaten the first, 3 games. Yeah. And they were in the relegation battle. Where is Arsenal right now? We are level on points with Arsenal, honestly. Yeah. So it's high time, we do away with Ole Gunnar. For me, that's the major problem we're having right now.